It was 10 o'clock at night, the day they took the keys from my apartment, and I didn't know where I'm going to sleep.
We are really dedicated to finding justice, making justice real for our clients, and seeing the strength that they have to get from day to day.
Struggle, to me, well, I'm going to tell you what struggle is.
Life in a shelter, it's kind of like being in prison. But it's a bed. When you're homeless, you want that bed there.
What was the hardest thing that you had to deal with in your life, that you had to overcome?
When I couldn't go home.
A right to housing, a right to shelter, a right to the sanctity of a safe space where you can lay your head.
Right.
And I think that we fight for this property to at least stay, a little bit better day by day.
I'm a single mom. If I'm not going to do it, who else will? That's struggle.
I used to live there in a shelter. You couldn't stay over 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Winter and summer, it could be hot, it could be snowing. Looking back, it was really quite dramatic.
Before I had my daughter, I was sleeping on sliding boards with my son. And it's like when I moved in here, I cried because it was like a sign of relief. I had been through so much, and now finally I can do this. And then it's like when all this stuff started going wrong, it's like, dang.
We have a small office with about 10 attorneys, but then we also have a network of over 200 volunteer attorneys. You have a right to, in the shelter, is you have a right to due process, okay? So if someone wants to terminate you or suspend you, they have to give you an opportunity to defend yourself.
Anybody else need a document?
Yes,
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
EC law requires a seller, if they're going to sell a building, to give the tenants the chance to buy it first.
The type of stuff they put down there, right there.
That's all you hear all night is because they try and get out the walls, or you hear the ones squeaking.
First thing I want to do when I come home from picking my kids up, sit on my couch and kick my shoes off. Not leave my daughter in the hallway and move my furniture around trying to catch the mice.
They were trying to kick me out of a shelter, what else? And she's there to help us out, keep her bed, be somewhere. She's like a sister now. Serious. And she also told me about some legal stuff, the rights as a human being, basic human rights.
I think the power of the Legal Clinic is having an independent advocacy voice in the community, and one that values and puts our clients' voices forward. And at the same time, you're going to be changing somebody's life.
He always told me, I'm looking for you for an apartment. I never believed it.
I had to bribe a lot of people to get you that apartment.
Yeah.
No, I think they made an exception for you.
Law school was really hard. Since it was so hard to get, I want to use it to help people, And I think being a lawyer, you have a unique opportunity to really solve problems in people's lives that are huge problems but that are solvable. We hope to have the judge order the landlord to make the place safe.
We filed a reasonable accommodation request that stated that she needed to have her own space so that she could work on her health.
On the day I walked in, I had a list with my name on it, and there was a contract, legally binding.
All those in favor of approving the notice and assigning TOPA rights, aye.
I believe that justice is creating change from the bottom up.
In order to succeed, you have to get to know the person.
I'm not no basketball player. I'm not no rap star. I'm not no supermodel. I get up and put my pants on just like everyone else. And I get out here and I go do the best that I can. The only thing that I know how. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, what are y'all gonna do with us? The people that's at least trying.
Recognizing that my life is intertwined with yours.
Once we become unified and, you know, we have the same goals across the board, anything is possible.
I think is there's still a lot more out there that need what I have.
Justice is to not let this happen to not just us, but not to happen to anyone.
We are often asked the question, how can you keep doing this work after all these years? Our answer is a simple, because we're not done yet. We will go home when everyone has a home to which they can go.
It don't matter how we dress, where we live, what neighborhood we from. Use your voice.
That goes back to
Use your voice, because someone will hear you.